I had to basically take over another worker's complete caseload because she was moving to a different position. So I met with a particular family to let them know that I would be taking over the case. Right away, the mother had some anxiety in regards to that. She was kind of used to the old worker, had a good rapport with her, and it was at a time when she was kind of struggling with her sobriety. And so me coming in, her having the anxiety of a new worker, struggling with substance abuse, mental health issues, I ended up having to remove her children from her care. So that kind of set a bad, setting for us. I tried to meet with her several times. She was open to it in the beginning. However, when I wasn't giving her the answers that she wanted, it kind of allowed not for us to have a good rapport. So I continued working with her, well, attempting to work with her while she was in treatment, doing my monthly visits with her, doing my monthly visits with the children where they were. And it just wasn't working out in regards to us having good communication. So, we developed case plans for families, obviously, and she was not in agreement with the level of care we felt she needed for her issues. And so she ended up just kind of falling off. She wouldn't return any of my calls. She wouldn't meet with me. She wasn't coming to court. So basically, it just ended up me working with the children and the foster care providers. Well, when we got to a point where we had to file a termination of parental rights, I did notify, her family members that I had been in contact with because I had no idea where she was. And she ended up coming to the first appearance at court. And, she was kind of arguing a little bit as opposed to saying, this is what I've been doing. I had asked her, what have you been doing to address your substance abuse issues? She kept telling me that she wasn't required to do anything and she didn't have to. And at this point, we're at we have to move forward for permanency for the children. The father, who had never contacted me, never had any involvement with the case, was with her. There was some concern regarding that relationship as well. And he came to court with her. So we started having a process of hearings to trial, determination, things like that. So we ended up getting the order to terminate the parental rights, and they did appeal, which they have the right to do. And then we had to have another trial. So it was a very stressful situation because I had to go back and remember everything that has happened, over the year. There were many people that testified that had worked on the case, and ultimately we did get the termination granted by the judge. And these children and they have been since I took on the case, in a wonderful home. They're thriving. They're doing better than they've ever done since even when the case first opened. So that was, even though it was a struggle with the parents, ultimately I felt like it was a good decision to terminate their rights because the children, they were just doing very well in school, meeting new friends. One of the children actually did a painting for the foster parent that said, "Family is not always blood." It was just an awesome outcome for the children. Obviously, not being with your biological parents can have an impact, but the older one that is cognizant of the situation is in counseling, and he's okay with the new family. So helped me to better sleep at night knowing that they were safe.